I'm really surprised that Phoenix didn't go try to get a Jay Sean Tate or Cam Whitmore. I'm surprised.
They got hold. I mean, Jalen Green, he can have a bounce back. He's still
Jalen Green's
young.
gonna Jalen Green's
Verdict's
gonna
still out
average
on him.
23 a game this year, 23, 24 game. Oh, yeah, I think for sure. It might be a
He'll be
bad team, but he gonna average 24 a game on a bad team.
he'll be
And they
fine.
gonna really and they gonna be like, was it right for us to get rid of Jalen Green? Are they gonna make
Right.
a mistake? Guarantee you that's what they're gonna say. Because early in the season, the Phoenix Suns are gonna be rolling, and the Rockets are gonna be slow, and they're gonna say, was it the right thing to do to trade away Jalen Green? But that'll be other things that they need to worry about. Because they need to worry about getting off Devin Booker anyways. Bradley Beal ain't going nowhere, so
No. I mean, he says he wants to stay in Phoenix. Nobody wants that contract. They would have to buy him out in order for him to go somewhere. And he
I
has
think
the
Phoenix
no.
should go ahead and buy him out. I ain't gonna lie.
They should. I
They should
mean,
buy him
because
out, cut their losses, and then trade Devin Booker to the Pistons, nowhere else. If he doesn't go to the Pistons, I would be open to the idea of other places. Open to the idea. It would just depend on the place.
okay, what about Booker in New York? He could run the point. Jalen can slide over.
I'm worried about the defense, man. I need him to go. I need them to go to. If I send Devin Booker somewhere, I need to send him somewhere where I'm not worried about the defense. Because if your last name is Thompson and you have a twin brother in the West or the East, for some reason you are an athletic and a defensive freak, and I don't know why. I think you send Devin Booker to the Pistons. Thompson can handle defense easily. He can handle defense for them, especially for the guards. Cade will be fine running point. Booker will be great being a secondary ball handler. The coaching will be immaculate.
The only thing about that is I would be willing to bet that Phoenix will want Thompson back in the trade to Detroit. I don't think you could just package like Ivy. I don't think you can just package him and some other
I
pieces.
don't. If it was me, I'm not getting off of Ivy. If you tell me you want Ivy, click. If you tell me you want Thompson, click.
Oh, who they
If you
gonna
say
give
you
up
want
then? They gonna have to give up one of the
who's on
other.
their roster currently? Can you pull up their roster real quick? Because we can figure this out right now. Who literally will be go away? Because we can make the money work for sure.
They gonna want one of the other for sure. Chaz Lanier, Jalen Duran, Ronald Holland second. Cade ain't going nowhere. Malik Beasley, that's a piece that could move.
Pistons.
Paul Reed, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Phoenix.
is a piece that could move. Asar,
So
Tobias,
okay, trade the Pistons. So the Pistons have a lot of cap space. That's the crazy part.
They got Ron Harper Jr. They got Dennis Schroeder, Jaden Ivey, Denise Jenkins, Marcus Sasser, Toulouse Smith, Bobby Clintman,
The
Isaiah
crazy thing
Stewart.
is the Pistons got somewhat cap space because they ain't signed nobody. They can just straight up get them for anything they really want.
Outright, if he was a free agent, they could just straight up sign
I
him.
think so. I think they could.
Yeah,
So
if it's a trade, they gon' want one of either Asar or Jaden Ivey for sure. And I think that they would probably Detroit would
you
probably
know
be
what?
willing to come up off of Jaden just because of the success they had last year
Yeah.
without him or this
You know
past
what?
year.
Come off of Jaden because I think you'll be better off keeping Jalen Duran.
Yeah, you need a big for sure.
So get him Jaden Ivey. You take
Tobias,
Booker. Do you want to go get off Tobias? Are you comfortable getting off Tobias right now?
shit, he command a lot of money. So I'm just thinking
Yeah, you know
from
what? Get off Tobias. Screw it. We getting off Tobias. And I think if you give him Jaden, Tobias, let me see. We gotta get off some of that cap space.
they may want
Like
some picks since if they
I
transition
think
into young with
I think two, maybe three first rounders.
I still might not think that's enough though. Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris.
Would you get off Isaiah Stewart or keep him?
I listen. Only time I see Stewart is when he's like mixing it up with somebody. Like, I mean, I didn't even know dude could shoot. I seen him hit a couple threes. I'm like, oh, he can actually shoot an outside shot. Okay, so
So
maybe
so Tobias Harris, Isaiah Stewart, Jaden Ivey, and let's just say three first rounders for Devin Booker. You think they do it?
if I'm Detroit, I would, but I don't know if Phoenix would.
I think what will be the tipping point is how many first rounders they get.
Yeah,
I think you give
the
them four
picks
first rounders, they do it.
they would definitely covet the picks and Jaden more than anything else. You're just really throwing Tobias. Tobias might even get rerouted just because of his age. And I don't even know if Stewart is even necessary. You might throw I hate to throw Tim Hardaway in there, but you know, these is guys that, and I don't know what Tim's contract
I
is.
think
He
if you
might
have
be on
Tim
an
Hardaway,
expiring.
you got Tim Hardaway and Tobias Harris. I think you need one or the other. I don't think you need both as to be on your team. But I do need shooting. But I think Devin Booker can cover the shooting and how good he is.
I would keep Tim though, low key.
Keep
If I'm
Tim,
if
get off Tobias.
I would keep Tim, get off Tobias. Yeah.
Because I'm looking at I think Tobias, Isaiah, Jaden Ivey, and 4 first rounders get it done.
And 4 first rounders. Yeah, Bane went for 4 first rounders, so he set the market.
No, I don't think he did set the mark. I think the Magic overpaid for him because
Mm.
that same time after Rudy got traded, I think Rudy went for more first rounders than Donovan.
He did.
So I think it's how important you is to them instead of the market.
KD went for what 5 second rounders?
First rounder and like some second round, fleeced, man, fleeced.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't because not even with the Suns. I think the Devin Booker just now the other teams I would consider.
Or do you think Detroit should see what the squad looks like with a healthy Jaden before even
I would do this. I would call them now,
17 points a
check their
game?
temperature. I don't know how much more you think you can get out of Jaden Ivey. Do you think he can take a jump from a 17 to like a 22 point game score?
Yeah,
Think he
I
can?
do.
You think what do you think his peak is? You think his peak is like relative to Devin Booker?
Maybe not as high as Devin, though. But you got Cade. Do you need? I'm just
We
thinking of it from
we let me
because
see.
you don't want to repeat. I'm not saying that Devin Booker and Cade Cunningham and whatever would look like what Phoenix looked like when they added Beal. But if you got Jaden and this is
Mm.
third season, so he's still hella young,
I
23.
will say I would not be surprised if a team like the Raptors threw a monkey wrench into some of people's plans. Because a team like the Raptors, even though they're young, they got some people. Get off Emmanuel quickly for someone like Devin Booker, so you run Devin, RJ, Brandon Ingram, and Scotty Barnes. That team don't sound too bad. But I am a Grady Dick fan, so I don't know if I want that.
Mr. Dick.